Welcome to LVT-SHOWBIZ, the place to get the fastest, highest quality, most interesting updates and new perspectives on Chinese entertainment.
Dylan Wang and Bai Lu, two moments that shook CN in 2025. In the dazzling Chinese entertainment world, filled with countless scripted love stories on screen, it's rare for audiences to witness a moment that feels truly genuine and heart-stirring. Yet in 2025, Dylan Wang and Bai Lu, created not just one, but two emotional earthquakes that set social media ablaze. The first happened at a major entertainment event when Dylan suddenly held Bai Lu's hand in front of thousands of spectators. The second was even more shocking. During a concert, Dylan stopped singing simply because he locked eyes with her. These seemingly small gestures carried immense emotional weight, melting millions of hearts. Fans called them silent confessions of love, transcending scripted performances or staged publicity stunts. They were proof that real love, simple, raw, and sincere, can still exist even in an industry of glitz and complexity. The chemistry and deep connection between Dylan and Bai were so undeniable that many fans declared, if this isn't love, then what else could define love? The first moment, a hand held tight amid thousands. The unforgettable event took place during a glamorous awards ceremony featuring top stars. Under the radiant stage lights and deafening cheers, Bai Lu appeared with her signature sweet smile, exuding elegance and confidence. But tension arose when another male celebrity persistently gazed at her with suggestive intent, as though he wanted to publicly express special interest. In that very moment, Dylan Wang, known for his bold and straightforward personality, stepped forward and firmly took Bai's hand before the eyes of thousands. What silenced the hall wasn't just the romantic act itself, but the fact that it was completely unscripted. Everyone felt it was a raw, spontaneous response straight from Dylan's heart. Even more striking was Bai Lu's reaction. Instead of pulling away, she gently squeezed his hand back. That silent gesture was like a quiet affirmation, as if she was saying, "I trust you, I accept you." And when the other male star tried approaching again, Dylan subtly leaned in protectively, reaffirming his place by her side. The entire hall erupted into cheers and applause. Fans called it a real-life romance scene better than any drama. On social media, hashtags like Dylan holding Bai's hand, unscripted moment, and faded hands quickly trended. Netizens were stunned, claiming they had never seen such a sweet, genuine confession unfold so unexpectedly. Many even said, that moment became history. It proved Dylan and Bai share a bond far beyond colleagues. The second moment, when music stopped for love. If the first moment brought surprise and excitement, the second, during Dylan's 2025 concert, etched itself in fans' hearts with quiet, overwhelming emotion. In a stadium glowing with lights, Dylan was singing beloved ballads that had defined the youth of millions. Suddenly, he stopped. Not because of technical issues or exhaustion, but for one reason only: Bai Lu had appeared in the audience. His gaze immediately found her in the sea of faces. His voice faltered, the microphone lowered, and tens of thousands of fans held their breath. In that instant, Dylan was no longer a shining superstar on stage, but simply a man standing before the woman he loved. His smile, gentle, unguarded, and heartfelt, spoke volumes. When he resumed singing, his voice was different, trembling, earnest, filled with deep affection he could no longer suppress. Fans realized he was no longer singing for the crowd but for her alone. Every lyric became a confession, every glance a thread binding their hearts together. The emotional peak came when Dylan chose to perform a rare ballad, Live, a song heavy with longing and memories of someone once lost. As the melody soared, the big screen caught Bai Lu in tears. She tried to hide it but couldn't, and her genuine tears left the stadium in stunned silence before it, too, broke into shared sobs. At the end, Dylan stepped toward the edge of the stage where she sat, placed his hand over his chest, bowed, and whispered a few words. Lip readers confirmed he said, "I miss you." When Bai broke down and nodded, the audience knew they had witnessed something eternal. Fans hailed it as the truest love confession of 2025, a declaration needing no fireworks, just two beating hearts. Explosive reactions from fans and media. Within hours, social media went into meltdown. Hashtags about Dylan and Bai trended on Weibo, Twitter, and TikTok, racking up hundreds of millions of views and tens of thousands of comments. Clips of Dylan halting his performance, eyes locked on Bai Lu, spread like wildfire with captions such as, "This is love, not acting." Many admitted they cried because they could feel the sincerity behind Dylan's actions. A viral comment read, "We just witnessed a love story more beautiful than any drama, and it happened right before our eyes, no scriptwriter needed." Both Chinese and international media outlets immediately reported on it, hailing it as one of the defining pop culture moments of 2025. Entertainment magazines even compared Dylan's serenade to legendary love declarations in music and film history. On fan forums, every detail was analyzed, from Dylan's lingering gaze, his tender smile, to Bailu's uncontainable tears. Few believed it was mere fan service or PR gimmicks. Instead, they saw undeniable evidence of a sincere bond. Dylan holding her hand at the awards and whispering "I miss you" at the concert quickly became dual symbols of love, etched permanently in the public's memory. Behind-the-scenes rumors, love beyond the stage. Whispers from insiders only fueled the frenzy. Several crew members from past projects claimed Dylan had always shown Bailu special care. On set, he wasn't just a compatible co-star but also a protective presence, quietly supporting her during tough scenes. One staff member revealed Dylan often bristled when male colleagues teased her too much. Sometimes, he'd simply watch from a distance, his gaze protective and firm. These seemingly minor details, pieced together, painted a clear picture. Dylan's feelings for Bailu had been quietly building for a long time, not born in sudden bursts. Fans also uncovered subtle hints. Dylan often referenced shared memories in interviews without naming her directly. He'd unconsciously adjust her microphone, offer his jacket in the cold, or watch her with a quiet, tender focus whenever she laughed. Each act convinced fans further that his heart already belonged to Boo. These small but telling moments made the onstage confession all the more powerful. It wasn't an impulsive stunt, it was the culmination of years of unspoken affection. Now, audiences no longer saw Dylan and Bailu merely as screen partners but as proof that love can outshine stage lights and touch millions of hearts. Impact on careers and public image. Beyond touching fans, these moments marked turning points in both their careers. For Dylan, his image as a handsome, aloof leading man gained new depth, a man unafraid to show genuine love and protectiveness. He broke free from the cold idol mold, embodying instead an authentic, relatable figure. For Bailu, she evolved from a respected actress into the muse of a love story witnessed worldwide. Her tears and subtle reciprocation transformed her into a symbol of sincerity and romance in the entertainment industry. Brands and film producers immediately saw opportunity. Many rushed to book them together for ads, knowing their pairing held not just commercial but emotional value, something audiences craved. The couple effect of Dylan and Boo promised not only boosted sales but also powerful, viral campaigns. For both stars, it was a golden alignment, beloved by fans and valued by the market. Fans' perspective. What makes the story extraordinary is the fans' emotional connection. Many had been shipping Dylan and Boo since their earliest collaborations, but now they had real reasons to believe. Witnessing such simple yet meaningful gestures rekindled their faith in true love, even in an industry notorious for scandals and PR tactics. One fan wrote, "When he held her hand, I cried like I was watching a drama, but this wasn't drama, it was real life." Another said, "He stopped singing just because he saw her. What more proof do we need?" Such comments spread across Weibo, Douyin, and Twitter, creating an unprecedented wave of blessings and support. Even their fandoms, once divided between skeptics and believers, began to unite. With evidence too strong to deny, most chose to embrace the love story. Fans organized hashtags, even offline events to celebrate the moments, proving the impact extended far beyond online spaces into real life. Conclusion. In 2025, Chinese showbiz witnessed countless events, yet few rivaled the impact of Dylan Wang and Bailu's two iconic moments. One hand held in defiance, one song halted in love. Together, they became timeless symbols of authentic affection in an industry often criticized for artificiality. Did these moments mark the beginning of a public relationship? Or were they fleeting slips of the heart? Regardless of the truth, one thing is certain: the moments Dylan and Boo belong to each other will remain etched in millions of hearts. Media experts already suggest these events could become case studies in how an on-screen couple conquered public imagination, not through crafted performances, but through unscripted, heartfelt reality. That's what sets them apart, and what may forever define them as the iconic couple of the year.
Thanks for watching LVT Showbiz. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting stories from the world of Chinese celebrities. Leave your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you.